Welcome to Pop-Up Camper Pro. I'm your host Derek Smith, and today I'm going to show you how to disassemble and reassemble the left-hand chain drive crank assembly.
Take 73.
The main reason you might have to take this assembly apart is to replace the drive hub extension tube or the drive shaft inside. The leading cause of those two components to fail are hard to raise roof issues, lack of maintenance, or failed thrust bearing. I have videos covering those topics as well. I'll add links in the description below. And you're probably looking at the chalkboard behind me. This isn't the normal pop-up camper art that I have or infographics showing what we're going to be doing. My friends Darren and Robin. Michelle's in the background on the boat. So you want to see some other cool art or pick yourself up something nice for you and your camper? Take a look at my merch store, popupcamperpro.com. All right, let's go ahead and take this baby apart. Step 1, remove the drive hub extension pin using a 3/16 punch and a heavy hammer. 5/8 socket with an extension. Remove the nut inside. Now remove the tube. Small parts come out of the inside. Got flat washer, nylon spacer, and handle spring. Now there's a pin to remove inside the chain drive gear that's holding the assembly together. With a 3/16 punch and a heavy hammer, drive that out. Okay, with the pin out, we can remove the drive shaft. Pull it straight out of the assembly. And parts inside all come right out. Next we'll go ahead and take this apart. We want to drill these two rivets. Allows the back to come off. Take the ratchet pawl apart using 9/16 wrenches. We got our spring, bushing, pawl, washer, bolt and nut. Here's every part of this crank in a disassembled state. A couple other things to look at when you have this assembly apart, of course, is your clutch pad. It should be dry, scratchy. This one's good. The condition of the collars, they should be nice and sharp, no obvious wear inside there. This collar should be nice and smooth. The drive shaft just rides free in this. The drive shaft, the threads should be nice and sharp on both ends. This drive shaft's in good shape. The threads inside the tube, they should be nice and sharp and not worn as well. Your chain drive gear, all the teeth should be in the same shape. This drive gear is good. And the handle springs, these helix type, you can kind of stretch these out again. Just give them a little tug. If they're severely compressed, get them back into a better shape. So these components look good. Let's go ahead and put it back together. Step 1 for reassembly is going to be the ratchet pawl. So first, we put our spring in. Then we put our flat washer, the bushing for the pawl. Then the pawl goes over top of bushing, and this is the correct orientation for the pawl. It needs to wind backwards and grab that gear. Bolt goes in through the back, and nut goes on the front. Snug that on, and make sure that your pawl still has play. And that's good. Next we'll install the beveled washer. This has a smooth side and a sharp side. The smoother bevel side goes into the assembly like this. Next we'll go ahead and stack these components onto the drive shaft. So first, it's going to be the ratchet pawl gear, and the clutch pad, then the chain drive gear. With these together, I'll feed the drive shaft through them. Here's the correct assembly order for these components. I rolled the ratchet pawl backwards and feed that into the assembly. At this point, we'll go ahead and install the plate onto the back of the assembly with 2 rivets. So assembly goes on like this. Line up the rivet holes. And install. It's time to install the pin back into the drive shaft. So rotate the drive shaft and the chain drive gear until the holes line up. So the pin goes in the top. And just to start it, I'm going to use a wider punch and a heavy hammer. Okay, at this point, we'll switch to the 3/16 punch to drive it through both sides. I need a little bit more. Okay, that looks good. For the drive hub extension tube, we'll go ahead and thread this onto the drive shaft. And first we'll insert our handle spring, our nylon spacer, and 1 or 2 flat washers. Now our 5/8 nut goes on. Make sure that everything is sitting in there right. We'll go ahead and test the operation. That's good. Perfect. Pin goes in the tube. There we go. And it's that easy. I know it's not that easy, but you can do it. And now you know the steps and the proper techniques to make it happen. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Mash that notification bell and give the video a thumbs up. It really helps support the channel. I'll see you guys at the campground.